time. Yeah, it blow my mind. Boom, boom, it blow my mind. You're the only one that gets under my skin. You're doing damage. Nobody's ever been. Do I gotta chase you every summer? Can I have to replace you every summer? You're the only woman on my mind. You're the only way I spend my time. Tick, 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 boom. Can't get you out of the room of my head. Take two, is it too soon to get you into my... I want you now. I need you off the ground. I want not loud. I want you right now. I can't help it right now.
You're the only one that makes me wait all the time. Oh yeah, you blow my mind. Boom, boom, you blow my mind. You're the only one that gets under my skin. You're doing damage. Nobody's ever been. Do I gotta face you with another? I'll never replace you with another. You're the only man that's on my mind. You know that nobody right. Tick, 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 boom. This ain't a honeymoon. We all night instead. Sleep until noon. I still assume that you'll be in my... I want it here. Don't make me wait all year. Already facing my fears. Come closer to my ears. I gotta hear it more clear. You're the only one that makes me wait all the time. Oh yeah, you blow my mind. Boom, boom, you blow my mind. You're the only one that gets under my skin. You're doing damage. Nobody's ever been. You're the only one that makes me wait all the time. Oh yeah, you blow my mind. Boom, boom, you blow my mind.
Defend each archetype. And the last thing we're going to touch on today is
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. Tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics playing against the Houston Rockets at Toyota Center. And for Houston, these guys are playing good basketball with 7 wins in their last 10 games, and they like their chances tonight. Battling it out tonight, two offenses that tend to live and die by the three. Shaq, do you think the league is becoming too perimeter-oriented?
Yeah, Kenny knows this. He has 2 rings. I have 4. Championship-level teams usually challenge you outside and inside. You got to keep the defense guessing, Ernie.
Well, the perimeter offenses have become a lot more sophisticated. 25 feet from the baskets, it's hard to impose your physicality against anyone on the defensive
There's
end.
nothing sophisticated about jacking up 83s in the game.
Well, you know what? It's hard to be physical when guys are not even coming near you.
For a guy who liked to shoot the three, would you like to be playing today?
I would, not to toot my own horn.
Go ahead, toot your own.
But I'm going to toot it. I would average easily a 20-point game. Easily 20 a game. Being able to take the amount of threes that they're able to take, 20 I would be disappointed.
Drown him out.
I would be so disappointed if I didn't get 20 every night. This is the easiest era to play it. How can you shoot up 23s and call yourself a point guard? So, this is ridiculous. Any scrub can play in this era. Kevin, anybody can play in this era, Kevin. Anybody.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Every day I'm just surviving, keep climbing the mountain. Even when I feel like dying, keep climbing the mountain.
It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. With Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, Kevin Harlan. And joining us tonight, a man who once said he will never write another traditional sports column. Please don't say that. So, Bill Simmons, don't say that.
Well, now you just have to tweet. You need 280 characters, and you can pretend you're a writer.
What do you think of social media?
I actually think for basketball, it's been a huge advantage. And it hasn't been a huge advantage for a lot of other things, but I think it's made basketball a lot more fun. I do worry, though, sometimes that people are just watching their Twitter feed over the games. I still think there's an advantage for people who actually are watching what's going on versus watching people's reactions to what's going on.
Interesting. Houston Rockets here at home, and an interconference matchup should be a good one. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Celtics team. Home court advantage played a part in last year's season series. Each team took their home game in a 1-1 split.
It's not often we get to see this matchup, but it is a doozy when we do. Just two powerhouse teams facing off.
I mean, who knows? If you want to look all the way ahead to the finals, it's possible these teams could see each other there. So both teams looking to make a statement in their first meeting of the season.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, guys, we know James Harden hits that step-back three a lot, and Mike D'Antoni says most coaches would think, okay, he hit a tough shot, live with it. That's some hard living. But it's one of the most lethal shots in the game. Kevin?
Yeah, with that pump fake, he can get to the free throw line too, DA. There's just no answer. Bill in Houston, if there's one critique of James Harden's game, it's been his defense. But do you think that's changing a bit? Are we seeing some evolving in his game?
Definitely changing. First of all, he's playing defense now, which has been a revelation.
Jeff Bezdelik, I think, has really gotten his fingerprints on him.
Yeah, good name drop, too, by the way. I like that. Yeah, you know what changes your defense is being picked apart online and Twitter GIFs and YouTube clips and people on studio shows on big, giant HD screens pointing out that you didn't try on this and that you're a matador. And I think that there's been a shaming element of his defense that's actually been successful for him. And I wish we'd had that in the 80s for Dominique Wilkins and some of these other guys. Maybe if we had shamed Dominique Wilkins, maybe we would have played better defense.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. On the court for the Celtics. Down low, it's Morris and Horford. Smart is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Tatum in at the three.
Gentlemen, two shots. Loose shots.
Free throw good, James Harden.
You know, there's one award that Harden has won. I think we can pretty much say for sure he'll never win again, and that's Sixth Man of the Year. It's hard to believe there was ever a time this man wasn't a starter.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Well, he's not making any mistakes up there today. Another solid trip to the line for him.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Boston. 4-point game. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
Oh, but I like that they attacked those weaknesses. They made them pay for a lackluster effort.
Now here's Irving. And the foul on Harden. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second foul, and now they might really go at him. I mean, try to get a third foul and force him to sit on the bench.
Here's Tatum, and he uses the glass on the layup. These players pay attention to a lot of ratings, especially the 2K ratings. And I know Kyrie Irving was maybe a little bit surprised at his 2K rating.
I did a podcast with him last summer, and he was really upset that he only got a 90 in 2K, and I think he might have actually called the game to complain, like it was a parking ticket, and got it raised to a 93, but like was openly talking, not ashamed, just was really, really, really offended by the 90 rating.
Yeah.
And I got to say, I was offended too listening to him, but Kyrie's at least a 95. Come on, 2K, get your stuff together.
They will. They got you on the show.
Yeah, try. Yeah. Maybe now that I'm here, they'll
raise that level.
Yeah, it's about time.
So it's the Celtics now, following the score by Houston. Smart, wide open, he fires. The three-pointer off the mark. Rockets have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Here's Green, and Houston again with the bucket.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a perfect 4-for-4 start for them. Now they're just getting all the shots they want.
Feeds it to Tatum, and slam dunk by Tatum.
Well, here's the thing. Irving draws so much attention from the defense. I mean, there's always a guy left wide open.
Here's Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
Well, that's just a good example of why the score is what it is. I mean, they need to protect the rim a lot better than that.
And that one drops for him.
Okay, 4 for 5 from the floor right now. Wasting no time getting this offense rolling.
And Green slams it in.
He's terrific at finding an open man. I mean, good awareness from the floor, from the combo guard. Harden.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Inside, here's Tatum, and slam dunk by Tatum.
Now that was a sensational feed. He hit him right on the move.
The Rockets have gone a perfect 6 for 6 in the game up to this point. Here's Green. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
And Gerald Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Tatum. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one. Bill, it's interesting. More than 50 colleges and universities now offer scholarships in esports. I did not know this, and that number is probably only going to go up.
Yeah, it makes sense too. What's more popular, esports or water polo?
Esports.
No offense to the water polo players,
no.
but come on.
These kids
let's
love
move
it.
with the
They
times.
cannot get enough of these games.
No, we should have, every college should have esports.
Oh, the mid-range game, a lost art. Nice bucket by Smart.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And I love the fact that they did such a good job of really reacting to what the defense was giving them.
Yeah, all about IQ. You're right. They made smart in-game adjustments. I mean, they seemed a step ahead all night.
Let's take a quick look at the numbers for Harden. Tops in scoring, 3rd in steals, and he's in the top 5 in assists per game as well. He sees the floor and makes the game easier for his teammates.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. And the basket by Gordon.
Boy, do they look sharp. I mean, everything falling for them.
And it's Irving with the ball for the Boston Celtics. They trail by 3. Horford kicks to Tatum. And Smart the bucket on the assist by Tatum. And that's now 7 points for Marcus Smart. Down low, stolen by Smart. It's Irving, top of the key. Pass to Morris from 18 feet away. Rebounded by Capella. For Houston, they've gone 8 of 8. What a hot start for them. Here's Green. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Tatum on the wing. Coming off a solid outing against Philadelphia. Rockets leading by 3. Bill, 1 shot to win a game. You can pick any player. Who's going to take that shot for you?
Kevin Durant. I think he has the most ways to get a good shot off. I always look at it as, is it a quality shot to get off? So he can post the smaller guy up. He can shoot a three. He's got the pull-up hezzy jumper, as he calls it. He can go to the lane and pump fake and do a little drop step. And I just think he has the most moves. Some people would say LeBron, but am I getting regular season LeBron or playoff LeBron?
Playoff LeBron.
Playoff LeBron would be my number one choice.
He'd be pretty good.
Yeah, he'd be pretty good.
Yeah.
Regular season LeBron, I'm not as enthused about.
Celtics trail by 5. Stolen by Harden. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. And Harden with the stuff.
Well, Kevin, you can't be careless with the ball around Harden. He's great at swiping the ball and creating easy opportunities for his team.
Boston's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Talking about last-second shot instincts, Bill, you mentioned LeBron, KD. What about Curry? Where does Curry rank in that conversation?
Curry's good.
Top 5?
You can guard Curry in those one-on-one situations with the right people. I'm not saying you're going to stop him, but, you put a taller guy on him. And Curry, to me, Curry is the greatest not in the offense scorer I've ever seen in my life, where he can get 32 and hit 10 threes and wasn't really involved in the game. Just, you forget about him from one play and all of a sudden he's in the corner and they're setting him up or he's running off the screen. It's a lot, almost like what Reggie Miller and Ray Allen were able to do, where, you run them off screens and you tire the guys out and you kind of hope the defense forgets they're out there. But he's not a conventional get out of my way, guys. I'm going to get to the rim.
Absolutely.
Score like someone like Donovan Mitchell is.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Well, I think the first thing they need to talk about are the rotations. There's a lot of miscommunication out there.
These players have been all about defense lately. Here are the steal leaders in the NBA this month. Second is Marcus Smart.
Really been fantastic defensively this run for him. He's had more than his share of steals, and now he's looking to get more.
Here's Tatum. No good, unable to end this run. Houston leading by 11. Bill Commissioner Adam Silver believes the 2K Esports League will have the staying power of the NBA, the WNBA, the G League. A pretty powerful comment to make.
And I hope he's right, because I want to be the lead color guy. I want us to be the team. Why can't it be us, Kevin Harlan?
Are you kidding me?
Let's do that. Cut me the check.
Sign
As Rasheed
me
Wallace
up.
would say, CTC, cut the check.
Bill Simmons is here.
I'm ready.
Celtics trail by 13. Irving kicks to Morris. Irving passes to Horford. Tatum wide open. He fires one. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. And that's 13 points for Jason Tatum. Here's Tucker. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
Oh, okay, you've done your job so far, but the question is now, can they sustain this level of energy? There's still a lot of game to play. Irving
finds Horford. Now, here is Morris. Guarded by Tucker. To the inside. A nice shot by Irving. Irving's got his second basket of the night.
Amazing confidence from Irving. He's so skilled at getting inside and getting the shot he wants.
Here's Harden. Goes back up. In deep, Gordon drops it in. And the Rockets lead by 12.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Irving can't get it to go. Here's Harden. Buries it down low. Harden's got 10 points.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
Well, I love how they've done it. They built this huge lead with points in the paint, dominating physically.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
And he gets it to go.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. And if you're wondering where the points are coming from here tonight, here's a breakdown in the scoring between the front court and back court tonight for the Rockets.
And they haven't needed a whole lot of work done inside because of what their guards are doing. It's been an outstanding performance by the fellas in that backcourt.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Well, yeah, he might have seen something he wants to exploit. Well, we'll see what they run coming out of this.
So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Morris. Gordon Hayward comes in for Tatum. Brown, he's checked in for Marcus Smart. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Irving. And that one is good from Hartenstein. And the Rockets last season, first team to ever shoot more threes, Bill, than twos.
Yeah, is that a good thing?
It's more interesting to watch. Percentages are a little
more
skewed.
interesting to watch if you're 7 years old or if you love basketball like us? I don't know.
It's
I
fun
still
to
love
call.
the back cut.
Yeah, I agree. But
this is the society we're in now, right?
I
Like
know,
people
yeah.
love home runs. They love three-pointers.
The big shots.
I will never in my life get used to watching guys on a 3-and-2 fast break go to the corners versus go to the basket.
And that's
for a
what
layup.
Houston does.
And that's what Houston does. And mathematically, it's the right move. But I still kind of like layups sometimes.
You're a traditionalist.
And I like to straddle traditionalism versus the new math. I get the new math. I don't understand shooting 45 threes in a game. Just, what is that? It's just a new form of basketball, I guess.
It is, yeah. Houston shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
One shot.
And that one falls for Clark. So it's Boston now. 19-point game. Rozier the pass to Baines. Passes it to Horford. Hayward on the wing. Lets it go with a three. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. It's Rivers on the wing. Shoots over Brown. Rivers can't get it to go.
I mean, look, no one guarding you. It's better to not pull up and try the leaner.
Goes back up. Shot's good by Baines. Baines has got his first points of the game.
Now look at that. That's just a great all-around play. Getting into position for the offensive rebound, finishing strong on the putback.
Rivers, the basket good off the assist from Carter Williams.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Celtics trail by 19. Rozier kicks to Baines. On the wing, Brown. That three off the mark. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Here's Gordon. Good for the fifth time in 5 shots. He remains perfect. Always a spirited debate, Bill, around the NBA. which team was the best ever. I know you have an opinion on a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, I used to feel really strongly about my opinion on this, but I think basketball has changed so much over this decade that I'm not even positive how you could compare what this Warriors team is versus what I always thought the 86 Celtics were the best team. But the 86 Celtics were built, I always compared it to a hockey team on a power play where you're just trying to get closer and closer to the net and crowd the net. And they were just built around getting layups and the best possible shots. The Warriors are built around math and shooting threes and spacing the floor. And if you took the 86 Celtics and indoctrinated them in that style for 5 years, they all would have been shooting threes, and they probably would have done it better than the Warriors, but I don't know. So I almost have like the before-after with theirs. I think the Warriors are the best team of the math era, but I still think the 86 Celtics were the best start-to-finish season anyone's had. The dark horse for me was the 01 Lakers, the second Lakers team. When Shaq and Kobe, they had won the year before, rocky first few months, and then they figured out whatever they needed to figure out, and Phil Jackson probably sprinkled some Zen fairy dust on them or whatever he did, and they just ripped through the league. And they came very close to going undefeated in the playoffs. So that would be my dark horse.
The Rockets shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
2 shots.
And that one misses.
Now, the former Rookie of the Year continues to improve. Carter Williams, he's a triple-double threat thanks to his size and his passing skills.
Nene, he's checked in for Hartenstein. And the second free throw, good. There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Rozier, the pass to Baines. Brown against Rivers. And it's Brown missing.
A hand right in his face on the layup. Excellent defense that time in the paint.
Baseline jumper. Al Horford with the rebound.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the first. That's tipped, and it goes out of bounds. And last touch by Carter Williams. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Rozier for 3. No good on the shot. And so it's the Houston Rockets holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be right back after this. The game is evolving, and Al Horford has changed his game along with it.
It never occurred to me that I'd be shooting threes at this rate and doing some of the things that I'm doing, but it's just the way that the game has evolved.
And give Horford credit. He adjusted with the times. He didn't stay set, Greg, in his ways.
Yeah, he was always a great mid-range shooter, and he's proven to be a legitimate threat from deep.
And so far, through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And quite a position here for the Rockets to be in. What do you think, guys?
Getting high percentage looks, wearing down that defense on the inside.
Right, and as the defense collapses, that opens up inside-out opportunities. Productive first quarter.
On the court right now for the Celtics. Filling out the wings, it's Brown and Hayward. Aaron Baines out there with Horford, and it's Rozier in at the 1 spot. Bill, you know the Celtics so well. What were your first reactions when you heard about the Kevin Garnett and Ray Allen trades?
Well, the Ray Allen trade, I was upset because that was the 5th pick in the draft, and we had just not gotten Kevin Durant or Greg Oden, and it just seemed like they were treading water for 44 wins, but that set up the Kevin Garnett trade. And then it's like, oh my God, this team might actually win the title, and then they did.
And the chemistry between those three, including Paul Pierce, amazing.
Amazing. Not as amazing recently. I think it got a little less amazing, and there was some feuding with Ray Allen and Rondo and stuff, but in 2008, amazing.
It was terrific. And a title.
Yeah, 1 title. Should have been 2.
Should have been 2.
2009 was actually a better team, and KG got hurt.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, last season started with that horrific injury to Gordon Hayward's leg. Now, it's been a long road back for him, but he took heart in the encouragement he received, not just from his family, but from so many well-wishers. He said, you realize how lucky you are to have people from all over supporting you. Guys?
David, I think everyone is rooting for his complete recovery. Thanks for that report. The Rockets have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
2 shots.
Two shots.
That one is off. He doesn't get the second one. Celtics trail by 18. Here's Hayward. Here's Baines. Some solid defense there by Nene. Here's Clark. Drills the three-pointer. Clark's got 6. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. So Rozier will bring it up for the Celtics. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. And Michael Carter-Williams gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. So it's Boston now. And there's Rozier on the assist by Hayward.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
A nice shot by Rivers. Rivers has got his second basket of the game.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
I mean, I don't know whether to say it's amazing or it's sad, but you're down double digits and you still allow an uncontested layup. Where is the pride? Where is your heart?
And then Rivers with the dunk.
And when you're open, Carter-Williams will find you. He knows his role well.
The assist from Michael Carter-Williams.
Here's Rozier. He had 10 points in the win against Philadelphia. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Both teams deciding to change it up. And how is the West shaping up, guys? Well, let's take a moment here to check it out now that the mid-season grind is well underway. You take a look at the Warriors, earning the first place position with a terrific record, and we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. And, of course, there's the Rockets, 4 games back.
And seeing where the Rockets are, they've had their chances to kind of separate themselves from the pack this season, but so far they haven't been able to capitalize on those opportunities.
Yeah, every time it looks like they're ready to make a step forward, something goes wrong.
Irving with a clean look. That doesn't go in either for Irving.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Boston's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Lays it up and banks it in. Irving's got 8.
And this speaks to Irving's focus. I mean, he's extraordinary at keeping his cool under heavy pressure.
Here's Rivers. That one doesn't drop. And the Celtics going the other way now. Pass to Irving. Hayward on the wing, guarded by Nene. Hayward kicks to Irving. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
I gotta love how Irving forces the issue. He makes the D get aggressive with him. He's skilled at getting to the line.
Boston shooting their first free throws of the evening.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
2.
And he makes the first.
Well, the former #1 overall pick. Tremendous success early in his career. Irving continues to find ways to improve.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Morris is checked in for Hayward. And Smart subbed in for Jaylen Brown. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Rockets leading by 20. Baseline J on the way. Rivers can't get it to go. Celtics have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. And Smart the bucket on the assist by Tatum. Tatum's got 3 assists tonight.
And I love Smart pressing his advantage on the interior.
Here's Rivers. Good. Score the basket. Mark him 4 for 8, shooting 50% so far.
And how about the excellent court vision, just keeping the defense off balance?
Well, if you're his teammate, you love this right now because all you have to do is focus on finishing.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
Got a piece of it. Here's Tucker, and it's Houston with another.
Tucker, 2 points.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Boston. The pass to Morris. Over Nene. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. For Houston, they've gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the second quarter. You've got to like how they've shot the ball.
But it's nice to have an option like him every time down the court.
The Celtics have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Outside Tatum. His 3-pointer's off the mark. And here are the Rockets now. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. It's good. Nene's got his first points of the night.
Look at the intensity of Nene, one of the strongest guys in the game, phenomenal at scoring the ball inside.
Inside, Baines, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Well, free throw shooting, such an important part of the NBA game. And as the 2-guard position goes, these have been the best in the league over the last 10 games. James Harden, 3rd.
We've gotten used to seeing a lot of terrific free throw shooters from the 2-guard ranks, but even so, it shouldn't take away from what these players have been able to do up there.
I mean, just look at their percentages. I can't even imagine how much work these players have put in at the gym to be that reliable at the line.
First one falls for him. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Nene. And so he makes both from the line.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Harden, that's good.
Quick and strong and determined. Harden has it all when it comes to scoring in the paint.
Smart finds Baines. Irving for three. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Took him no time at all on that one. And 11 points for Kyrie Irving.
Well, no matter what, he's always going to be one of the most dangerous men on the court.
And the basket by Harden.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. We've seen Gerald Green really having a great game.
This is a critical timeout for them. They've got to come up with a plan to slow him down right here and right now.
Taking a look at some numbers here for Kyrie Irving. He's been dominant over the last month. Right around 25 points per, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, anytime this club needs a basket, he's their go-to guy. Just an irrepressible, prolific scorer.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
And defensively, you know he's feeling good right now. And as the opposing team, you better adjust your scheme accordingly.
Boston's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. And he's good on the 3-ball. Irving's got 10 points in the quarter.
He's ramped up his game in a big way this quarter. I don't think he likes it when they're trailing.
Here's Rivers. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. And that's 10 points for Austin Rivers.
You can't pass up a shot from such short range.
Smart goes in, and slam dunk by Smart.
Puts his head down low, drives hard to the cup, and there's no way Smart was going to settle for the layup.
Here's Rivers. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
He's taking over the game. Their lead's going to get even bigger if he keeps this up.
Pass to Smart. Wide open look. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Rivers, and he banks in the layup. Rivers has got 14 points for the game.
He played a very solid first quarter, and now he's taking it up a notch here in the second.
Passes to Smart. Makes that one his 6th of the night, shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Well, he's doing his best to get them back into this game. He's been money from the field.
Here's Rivers. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Smart. The Rockets have shot 4 of 7 as a team from the line tonight. Several misses earlier.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Houston. Good on both. Boston's gone for the three-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Jumps up and finished off by Rivers.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Here's Irving. The Rockets making the shot. It's stolen by Green. Here's Harden. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 18 points for him.
Good luck in stopping Harden tonight. Another classic performance from the ultimate scoring machine.
Here's Baines. 6 points for him. Tatum's shot is off.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. The Rockets have gone 6 of 9 at the line. And the Rockets making a change here. Gordon's checked in. Al Horford's checked in for the Celtics.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And here is Irving. Last game out, he had 40 points. Kicks it to Horford. Tatum on the wing. Over Green. Boston, no good that time either. So it's the Rockets now. A baseline J. He shoots again, and the layup is up and in. Hartenstein's got 5 points now this quarter.
And you can see how this game is going. I mean, put a body on somebody.
Man, this is what happens when you get discouraged. Sometimes it just affects every part of your game.
Now, here's Horford. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Just 5 on the clock. To stop the run, they get it again. Smart. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
Well, that's the kind of effort they love to see from Smart. He's sticking his nose in there and doing some work on the offensive boards.
He gets that one. That's 12 points for Eric Gordon.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 16. Smart misses. Harden inside the three-point line, and the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
And when Harden feels the D playing off of him, he knows. He hits them with a quick pull-up, Jay. I mean, a shot he knows not many defenders can block.
Irving for 3. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
He knew he had that one. I mean, when he's got the open 3, he's not going to wait around and give the D a chance to get out on him. But this game would have a different look if it wasn't for his shooting. I mean, 100% from the field for him.
Always full of terrific insights. Bill Simmons, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you. My insights, thank you as well.
And Greg, how much fun is it to have Bill with us? Such a prominent voice in sports journalism and never afraid to speak his mind.
You know, oftentimes when you gain popularity, you become a little more conservative, a little more reserved, but not Bill. And that's why he's maintained such a tremendous following.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Clark, he's checked in for Capella, and Michael Carter-Williams subbed in for Gerald Green. Here's Morris. The Rockets pull it in. Hartenstein's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Carter-Williams. Tries again, and it's good on the layup. Hartenstein's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
On the wing, Morris. Boston again missing.
Well, I'm surprised he's still out there. I mean, he's been invisible at the offensive end all game long.
The offensive rebound, and that one's good by Clark. Clark's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
It can be discouraging, frustrating, but you only have yourselves to blame. Box out.
And showing a good nose for the ball there. Picks it clean, and he's off to the races.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to waste that effort. You want to cash in on these extra possessions. They certainly did that time.
Smart misses.
That defense is as good as a block. I mean, what looks to be a layup turns into nothing.
Hits it from three-point range.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Oh, that's why you see them flexing a little bit. They're feeling good about how they've dominated.
James Harden getting it done for Houston. They've leaned on him for offense, and he hasn't let them down. He's now up to 23 points today. We've got more in store for you right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Diesel and the Jet. Welcome to the Halftime Show on 2K Sports. James Harden was the man in the first. He had 23 points, 8 assists, and 1 steal. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
Well, it comes down to confidence. From the opening tip, these guys had that swag. They had the attitude that you can't beat us, we can only beat ourselves.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
The first thing to say is, what's up with the turnovers? Jeez. You can live with some missed shots and stuff like that, but you can't keep turning the ball over. It's crushing for a team. It just saps all your confidence when you play a half like that, Ernie. Ugh.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And as we return to Houston, Texas, a terrific look at the skyline here. The Toyota Center, part of that great landscape. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
Oh, well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them, and really few forced shots here so far.
Terrific first half on offense. This is how you draw it up. We'll see if they can maintain that efficiency going forward.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, for years, the adage has been that, C-Web, big men take longer to develop than other positions. Does that still ring true today?
I don't think so. I think today the point guard position, because the point guard position is the toughest position in the game. I think when the big men did take the longest to develop, it was because the big man position, the center and power forward, were the toughest, and that's kind of changed. Cat and B didn't take very long to develop. Big men coming to the league, they're more polished now, and I think the fact that the coaches, the coaching, the skill sets now are so much more alike that guys can make it easier adjustment into the game because they've been playing their game and adjusting a lot longer than maybe the players before that had to find a different role once they entered into the pros.
Harden and Gordon, the guard tandem. E.J. Tucker is out there with Clint Capella, and it's Green in at the small forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. To the paint, it's stolen by Capella. Green, the pass to Tucker. The rebound by the Celtics. Horford's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. To the inside, Morris. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got his third assist on the night.
Oh, nice look there from Smart, finding the open man.
Here's Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
He does all the little things. I mean, he does the big things. He's got them in front with another outstanding performance.
Celtics shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Smart kicks to Morris. Inside. A nice shot by Irving. Irving's got 21 in the game.
A rock-solid start for him. I mean, they're 3 for 3 since coming out of the locker room.
That one drops for him.
Oh, terrific pass work. That shot's a lot easier after an assist like that.
Dishes to Horford. Pass to Morris. Tatum on the wing. Back to Morris. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Morris has got 4 points in the quarter. Here's Harden, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Marcus Morris picks one up there. And James Harden was crowned MVP after last season. Greg, hard to argue with that selection.
Harden has had a case to win an MVP award for several years now. Finally was able to be the clear choice this past season. Another great line on what is shaping up to be a Hall-worthy resume.
The first one falls.
Well, a high-octane offense in Houston, that's been a staple for any of Mike D'Antoni's teams. The Rockets, they do it a little differently. ISO ball, half court, threes, get out and run. They get buckets.
No good on the second free throw. And the Rockets last season, second in the league in two-point percentage, but Chris last in the league in two-point attempts.
Can you believe it? I mean, they shot more threes than twos, actually. That's crazy. I mean, you might say, well, take it inside. Well, the Rockets are looking at points per shot. By that metric, they're threes neck and neck with the twos.
Harden against Irving. Down low, here's Tatum. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 6 assists now in the game.
And you think about the potential of Tatum. I mean, once he has strength, particularly in the lower half, he's going to be a load inside. Look, high percentage looking tight. It's hard to miss that one.
And it's Smart with the ball for Boston. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And no doubt that Marcus Smart is one of the better defenders at his position. Quick feet are complemented by that strong frame, and he just digs in and against would-be scorers and just never lets them get comfortable.
First trip to the line for him here.
And his average at the line stands at about 79% right now, so solid numbers in that department.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Smart. And Greg was Smart. When he's off the floor or injured, you notice just how it changes the team's defense.
Yeah, I mean, the defense overall just seems to have less bite, less edge, less toughness without Smart. And the way he plays, you feel like he is looking to make a play on defense rather than just trying to slow his man down. Great at taking charges and forcing turnovers. He is truly the catalyst of their defense.
Moment now to see the numbers for Capella. This last month, he's been positively spectacular. 4th in rebounding, 7th in field goal percentage, and he's also ranked in the top 10 in blocks per game. No trespassing when he's in the lane.
And he's so explosive, so hungry. You really can't keep him off the glass when he wants to get there. That's why he's top 5 in rebounding. That misses, so he splits the free throws. See, Webb, if there were ever a player where stats did not tell the whole story, it would be Marcus Smart.
Yeah, I mean, if you look to his line every night, you'd think he was just another role player. But Smart, he's a difference maker. Tough, physical. I mean, he makes winning plays.
And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Smart kicks to Horford. No good that time.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those two things that he possessed. Nice job to get to the rack before the D could get any help in the post.
Second shot opportunity. The shot comes out. Harden with the defensive effort.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Nice defense by Irving. He averages less than a half a block a game, but gets all of that. Not a very consistent quarter for him in terms of his shooting.
Capella against Horford. Stolen by Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Fellas, that's just like it's supposed to work. Don't give the D a chance to set up.
And it's Irving missing. Houston's gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. The drive by Green, and the shot goes in. Green's got 27 points.
And look, he's been so dependable in this game, taking nothing but good shots.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Brown wide open, he fires. Almost, but it rolls out. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively. They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Here's Irving. James Harden picking up that last basket.
But still, eventually, you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
And it's Gordon penetrating, and it's blocked by Brown. To the middle, here's Horford. Boston, no good that time either.
Yeah, really frustrating right now. They just can't seem to stem the tide here.
Yeah, going up against a big run, trying to mount one of your own. I mean, it's exhausting and takes a tremendous amount of energy here.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Boston. He kicks to Hayward. Trying to end the drought. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. It's Harden with the drive, and Harden with the stuff.
I really like seeing Harden take it strong inside. So crafty in how he finishes near the bucket.
Now, here is Irving. 21 points in the game. Over Harden. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. Harden's got 34.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Irving with it. Right now, checking his stats, he's averaging over 23 points a game. Here's Harden. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Harden's got 13 points in the second half.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
To the paint, here's Horford. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Oh, what incredible precision. Brown cutting the D to pieces with his passing.
And there's Green on the assist from Tucker. Green's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And you can see it. They're in a nice rhythm in terms of shooting. It's been that way the entire second half.
Yeah, they've come out of the break with an eye toward efficiency. One of the advantage they hold in this game.
Now, here's Brown. He has 7.
And I bet you'll never see too many guys who can put forth an effort on the boards like this one.
Yeah, I agree. Anytime you crack the 20 mark in rebounds, it's a special night.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Irving looking over the floor. In the corner, Smart with it. Off target from the baseline.
Even with the miss, that's a jumper he'll keep taking as long as they keep leaving him open.
Irving finds Horford. Here's Hayward. Green with the rebound. Houston's gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. Here's Tucker, and plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And there's the call, foul on Boston. Rockets have had 12 attempts at the line, making 8 so far.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good. B.J. Tucker C-Webb was an undersized power forward at the University of Texas. He made a pretty effective transition to small forward in the pros.
I mean, the way the game is going now, he's able to slide back to that power forward position as well. The strength to hold his ground. I mean, a good enough shooter to space the floor for his teammates.
Both free throws good from Tucker. We talk about players working hard, but also being smart. I'm sure there are some training methods, C-Webb, that you think translate well to success on the court.
Good nutrition has become more and more popular. That, along with rest and then cardio, you must be in shape because the game and the pace of the game is so much faster. So, yes, you have to be smart in your training message, especially for your recuperation, especially for your rehabilitation. If there's any injuries, you want to try to stay fresh while you're giving your all. And that's tough, especially back-to-back. In an 82-game season, that can be tough, but it's something that you must focus on, and that's your health.
I can only imagine. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for the Rockets.
One shot, mind the lanes.
Free throw good, Green. Actually, Chris, one of the shorter teams last season, the Celtics made up for it with excellent athleticism and length, wingspan.
Oh, yeah, you think about it. Jaylen Brown measured 6'6" in height, but had over a 7-foot wingspan. Rozier is smart. They might not be the tallest guys in the world, but, man, they play big.
Now here's Hayward. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game.
It's clear this just isn't his night. I mean, if they're going to keep him on the floor, I think his best role would be to be a decoy.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
On target from 13 feet. Hayward's got 5 points so far.
And this is one of Hayward's strengths. I mean, keeping the medium-range shot alive.
Here's Rivers. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Well, that's giving him too much space from mid-range. It doesn't hurt him there, but they can't keep doing that.
To the middle. Brown, good. He's got 9.
I tell you what, Brown is a powerful wing player. You'd like to get him the ball inside.
Here's Green. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. Carter Williams has got 4 assists now tonight. Boston's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. And Gerald Green picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Gerald Green. The Celtics also changing it up. Morris is checked in for Horford. And it's Jason Tatum in for Gordon Hayward. Now Rozier. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And there's the pass to Brown. Now, here is Morris. He's guarded by Rivers. No coverage that time. And that's now 7 points for Marcus Morris. Here's Nene. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
That was all about the assist. Great pass to set up the shot.
Here's Rozier. Pass to Morris. To the paint. Here's Baines. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Such incredible hops for a center. Look, it allows him to hold his own against any other 5 in the league.
Here's Rivers. The rebound by the Celtics. Baines has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Brown. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Nene.
Oh, Brown is just fearless, Kevin. I mean, especially when it comes to going right into the contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
2 shots.
And the first one drops. And Jaylen Brown was giving quite the compliment on his game from Draymond Green, who felt, Greg, that Brown was good enough to be an all-star.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd be fully on board with that assessment in terms of last year, but I do think he's well on his way to becoming an all-star. His scoring and offensive impact continues to grow each year, and he's shown a great knack on the defensive side as well. Terrific two-way player. The sky is the limit.
So it's the Celtics now. The Rockets making the shot. Out to Morris. Jacks up a three. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got his 7th assist here tonight. Here's Hartenstein. It's stolen by Morris. It's Brown with the drive. Makes it off the glass. Brown's got 12.
The body and agility, rare, considering Brown's size. That's why he's always been such an intriguing prospect.
And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
There's 48 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Rivers laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Rivers has got 20 points.
Well, this is what he likes to do. Try to break your spirit.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're already getting dogged out there. I mean, and now he's landing body blows.
Brown, good.
Well, how about the quickness of that release? Brown just draining that catch-and-shoot jumper with ease.
And Rivers with the basket on the assist from Carter Williams. Carter Williams has got his 5th assist in this one. Boston's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Rozier kicks to Baines. To the inside, and Brown throws it down hard.
What an athletic play from Brown, showing off his mad hops on these jams.
Clark dishes to Carter Williams. Buries it down low. Carter Williams has got 4 this quarter.
Oh, the feed was perfect. The timing, the placement, everything was right on the money.
And Michael Carter Williams gets the whistle that time. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Celtics have gone 6 of 9 at the line.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Rozier.
Oh, the fearlessness by Rozier. That's what helps him earn the trip to the stripe.
That one misses. Here's Carter Williams. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Carter Williams has got 15 points. James Harden getting it done for Houston. He's approaching 40 points for him in the game. He's scoring in just about every way possible. And we'll be right back after this. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the 4th quarter. Williams is out there with Ojale. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Tice in at the center position.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Here's Rozier. The Rockets making the shot from past the arc. Wanamaker misses.
He finds a major hole in the D beyond the arc and still can't cash in on it.
Nene. Excellent D there from Williams. Austin with the ball. Right wing to the middle. And it's slammed in by Williams.
An unreal athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Boston shooting 47%, pretty solid. Inside, and Williams throws it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. He gets it in there.
No hesitation. When he saw the space the D was giving him, that's two.
Rozier kicks to Tice. Down low, here's Wanamaker, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Beautiful lead pass. The finisher never has to break stride.
Carter Williams against Rozier. Carter Williams with the bucket.
And so far, Carter Williams is in rhythm, burying everything in sight.
Here's Wanamaker. And the basket by Rozier.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Nene kicks to Rivers. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Austin Rivers out of Duke, an elusive 6'4" combo guard.
I mean, a great handle, and he's found most of his offensive success with his development as a long-range shooter. It's gotten to the point now where you want him to put it on the deck.
And he knocks down the first one.
And good job bringing that free throw percentage up here in the second half, doing a great job at the line.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
Well, Kevin, the Western Conference Finals. I mean, the Rockets had the Warriors right where they wanted them. But due to the injury of Chris Paul, I mean, they helped open the door for the Dubs, but you got to play who's in front of you, and they won the last two games to take the series.
A second chance effort, and that's 2 points on the layup.
But he's not going to back off when he's down. I mean, when he's got a chance to attack the basket.
Boston's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And it's Houston on the break. A nice shot by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 4 points this quarter.
And just a nice combination of size and feel there. Terrific finish down low.
And had they advanced to the finals, Chris, the Rockets would have been favored. Is it hard to bounce back when you felt so close to winning a title?
It can haunt you, but it also inspires you. Because you know there's things you can work on and you can get right back. I mean, winning a title this year should go a long way towards soothing that pain.
Now, here's Rozier. To the inside, Ogilvy banked in off the glass.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Here's House. Ogilvy grabs the rebound. The Celtics have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. The teardrop falls in.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Brandon Knight, he's checked in for Houston. The Celtics have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And good that time.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Houston's gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. Here's House. And a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in. House has got 4 points this quarter.
I mean, this D is a joke. It's way too passive. They got to get a body on him when he's on his way to the bucket.
Here's Ojale. Good on the three-point shot.
And look, the D has to be talking out there. They can't make threes that easy for them.
Here's House. Ojale grabs the rebound.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Shot from the wing. And Boston with the rebound.
It's been a rough game for him, but it won't sting too bad as long as they hang on to the lead.
Taken away. House kicks to Nene. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
The Celtics making a switch here. Irving's checked in. Now a timeout called by Houston.
And boy, Robert Williams, big athletic guy who just doesn't back down. Still polishing his game, polishing that skill set, but when he's focused, he's absolutely spectacular.
Boston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Maybe the most amazing thing about Williams outside the alley-oops is this shot-blocking presence he gives you on the floor.
Yeah, he's one of the few guys that protect the rim from anywhere on the court. Tough inside, able to get out on shooters, and plays with an attitude. Menacing.
Irving for 3. It's rebounded by Carter Williams. The Rockets have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. A nice shot by Knight.
There's no doubting how great Carter Williams passes the ball. He's a true point guard.
And the Celtics with possession here. Outside Irving. The three-pointer off the mark.
Even though he's gone ice cold, he keeps shooting. I mean, it's late enough in the game for him to recognize it's a better option.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Boston called for the foul.
Rockets, Isaiah Hartenstein. 2 shots.
The first one falls. You know, the NBA has cracked down on flopping. It's still part of the game, but C-Webb, would you agree that progress has been made in that area?
Yeah, I think so, and I'd like to blame a lot of my European players for bringing that over, along with soccer. Soccer with the flopping and that, and we've kind of taken away. And I know a little bit about flopping. We had some floppers on my Sacramento team, and so flopping is frustrating. You don't want to see that. You want to see guys earn it. This isn't soccer or football, and so I think the league has done a very good job, whether it was trying to find guys early or just embarrass you and say, hey, you're shacking a fool. Get up right now. No one touched you. Why did you flop? Or act like you were hit and move 10 feet back on the side. I hate flopping. But then again, you must embellish. You must be a good actor. You've got to put the referees in a tough position to make a good call. How do you find that balance? But I think the NBA has done a good job of making sure that it isn't encouraged and isn't rewarded.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly, then with the quick reaction time.
The Rockets making a switch here. Clark's checked in. Houston's gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. A steal. Here's Ojale. Inside. Here's Wanamaker. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Once he gets open on the low block, it's just a matter of getting him the ball.
C-Web, a great defensive team last season. What's surprising is that the Celtics didn't create that many turnovers, though.
Yeah, 23rd in the league in steals. They don't gamble a lot, but they are active and they're relentless. And they have a coach who makes great in-game adjustments.
One shot.
Unusual about the Celtics last year. I mean, their young players just kept getting better. I mean, there was no rookie wall, just the opposite. I mean, even through the playoffs, they kept learning and kept improving.
So it's Boston now. Brandon Knight missing his last shot. To the middle, here's Irving. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And right now, Irving is percolating. I mean, he's so good at creating and remaining assertive on offense. Time for the percolate.
That's good.
C-Web, when you look at the player development, that's both the front office and the head coach working together.
Yeah, Ainge has drafted all the right players. He hired the right coach in Stevens, who has pushed all the right buttons. And, you know, the Stevens-Ainge combination, that's lethal.
Boston making a switch here. Morris is checked in.
One shot, mind the lanes.
And that one falls for Knight. C-Web, I think of when you entered the league and how much the league has changed since your entry. In your mind, going back to your rookie year, I'm sure you can count many ways that the NBA has improved the game.
Yeah, and the NBA to me has always been a step ahead. It's been a leader as far as where sports in general should go. I mean, we're truly a global game now. I mean, just imagine where the game is going to be in 20 years. The growth of overall player salaries, the value of franchises. And to me, again, the biggest improvement has just been the evolution of players. It's been thanking a guy like Larry Bird, who was 6'9", shooting threes, and today we have Kevin Durant, 7-foot shooting threes. It's players getting better. The dribbling of Isaiah Thomas back in the Piston days to the dribbling of Curry, Kyrie, John Wall. Today, it's the evolution of the players to me that's been so exciting, along with the group growth of the league overall.
Mind the lanes. One shot.
And the free throw, no good.
But you got to give the Rockets credit. I mean, other teams may have looked at the Warriors and threw up their hands, but not the Rockets. Houston tried to put pieces around Harden to contend for a title. It's all clicked into place for him this quarter. He's not missed a single shot.
To the paint, here's Tice. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
I mean, the playmaking skills of Irving, a great passer. I mean, a high IQ player.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. With a look at the Rockets organization, Chris, one of the best-run teams people think in this league.
Oh, well, definitely. I mean, over a decade of winning basketball, they find ways to win, and they won't be satisfied till they win it all.
Two shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And with the Celtics movement on offense last year, Chris, it was a surprise that they finished in the bottom 10 in field goal shooting.
Well, they lost a couple premier shot makers along the way. And, you know, there's movement with the purpose. Sometimes that's where the Celtics, they were lacking.
Knight hits them both. Chris, coach turnover. happens a lot in the NBA. And there are some people that feel that, teams are too quick to make a change. What do you think?
Every situation is different. Sometimes an obvious change is needed, but sometimes it feels more like desperations. Think about it. The best franchises typically have stability, and fans aren't stupid. They know when their team is just trying to throw a worm out there to catch and to see who they can get, or if they're using the past coach as a scapegoat, trying to redirect the emotions of the fans to direct them to cheer for their team further on. But a lot of times, I tell you this, though, coaches getting fired because the players don't execute and follow through. A lot of times it's not the coach's fault, but usually they have to take the fall, and that's what being the leader is all about. And unfortunately for the coaches, there is quick turnover, but hopefully they can land back on their feet at a new place with another job, with a team that'll listen and let them set the culture.
Good insight. No good on that one. Rivers, he's checked in for Knight. So we can't get either to fall. Chris, the last few years, talk of expansion has come up. Are we ready, you think, in the NBA to add some more teams?
I think we are. Now, expanding to 32 teams might stretch the talent a little bit thin, but I think we could handle a couple of years with that because of the youth of the players, and it could actually switch it up a little bit. I mean, come on, Kevin. You like me. You're a big basketball and big sports fan. You know we have to have a team in Seattle.
I would love Seattle. Absolutely.
I mean, come on. You know how crazy those fans were. You know we have to have that come back. And then there's some places. Think about how great Oklahoma City is.
Yes.
And how they've just embraced this Thunder team. There might be a couple more places out there with that type of passion and fans saying, listen, if you give us a team, we promise we'll nurture it, take care of it, and root for it the loudest. And I like having that. I think it's time to definitely investigate expansion, but we got to get back to Seattle first and foremost.
Taken away. And here's Irving. The dish now to Morris. Wanamaker misses. Here's Clark. Goes up the baseline, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. I mean, the D is worrying too much about the other four guys. I mean, they can't give him open jumpers.
Here's Wanamaker. Pass to Ojale. Pass to Tice. Morris, left side. Just 5 to shoot. Makes it off the glass. Morris has got 12 points in just the second half.
When Morris gets it down to the paint, he's deadly, using his big arms to get these shots up and in.
A nice shot by Rivers.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
Well, what I like about it most is he's doing it efficiently.
Now here's Irving. Wanamaker misses. 1:43 left in the game. Rivers with it. Guarded now by Irving. Rivers can't get it to go. The Celtics shooting extremely well here lately, around 61% in the fourth.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
And that one drops.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Rockets.
As one-sided as it gets today, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for James Harden.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Boston. Rozier comes in for Irving. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. When you look at the amount of threes Chris being taken now, do you think the league as a whole is too dependent upon the perimeter offense?
I don't think so. If you look at Golden State, we all tend to think that they've shot the most threes last year. It actually was Houston.
Right.
And when you look at how Golden State does not just settle for threes, Kevin, but they can shoot them at any time. And maybe the best three-point shooter in the history of the NBA, Curry, will lay a difficult layup over the top of your head just as quick as he'll shoot a tough three from 45 feet. That's what it seems like, but the good teams like a Golden State make you feel like they're shooting a lot of threes, but actually play with a balanced game. Those that try to copycat and just shoot threes, I don't think they've won a championship yet. So I think it's about having that balance, and maybe the league overall is shooting too many threes, but the champions who shoot threes, I don't think take too many.
Timeout called, the Rockets. They're ahead. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, James Harden.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch. And giving the fans what they came to see, a spirited performance.
Yeah, with a double-digit lead at this point, they can pretty much mark this one up in the win column.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely, a resounding dunk. They get the rebound. A nice shot by Rivers. So it's the Celtics now. Here's Wanamaker. Off target with his three. Here's Hartenstein. Here's Rivers. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Rivers has got 31.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
At this point, it's just icing on the cake. Terrific run, closes it out.
So we see Houston taking the W here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. James, congrats on the win. Great crowd tonight, but what made the difference down the stretch?
We just trying to play solid defense. Talk to each other, help each other out. The crowd was amazing tonight. It was unbelievable. Like I said, I'm happy for our guys. And, we got a good victory at home.
Big win, James. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.